CARL-W4RNZ. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor.
Okay, W4NZ, go ahead, sir.
Roger, Roger. This is Jim, KC9VKV. We spoke the other day. I'm up around Louisville, Kentucky, and I heard you in there, and you sounded, as always, too loud.
Well, you're not bad yourself, Joe. Thank you for calling. It's a real pleasure talking with you again. I hope you're doing A-OK up there, Roger.
Roger, Roger. And that name down there is Charles, is that correct?
Yeah. Roger, Roger. Charlie Abel, Roger Love. Carl. W4 Radio, November Zulu. You got that okay?
Roger, Roger. That's Carl, is that correct?
That is correct, over.
Roger, Roger. Okay, I thought it was Charles, but it's Carl. All right, I made that correction, Carl. And like I say, I heard you in there, and you are, again, the loudest station that I'm copying this morning. Did you mention something about having a drone?
Yeah, I got one for Christmas, but I have not had any decent weather to learn how to operate it. Do you operate one, over?
I got one a couple of months ago that I haven't actually gotten out of the box, but we have a plan of action for it. We're going to hook some fishing line to it and try to use it to fly a fishing line over a tree and then pull up a rope to put a dipole antenna up. So that'll be the first time for that quadcopter. If we can do it, that'll be a good thing for us to be able to get the, this is a tall tree, it's about a 95-foot tree, so if we can get that copter up there and fly that fishing line over it, we'll be in business, Roger.
Absolutely, that's very good. But I'll tell you one thing, my advice, whatever it's worth, learn how to fly, learn how to operate that drone good before you try that. My next door neighbor got one for Christmas, and the first time he tried to operate it, it went up in about a 60 or 70 foot pine tree, and that's where it's been ever since then, over.
Oh, Roger, I guess that would be like an occupational hazard. I guess what I figured on doing was getting about 400 foot of fishing line spread out zigzag in front of this tree, and then take that copter, I'll probably be maybe 150, 200 feet in front of the tree, and just put that copter, just go straight up about 300 feet, and then head towards going over the tree at about 300 foot level. So it'd mean that the tree was maybe 200 foot below the copter, and hopefully, well, I got two batteries, and I figured I'd just practice a little on the first battery and go for the tree on the second battery. Roger.
That sounds like a good plan to me. Yes, sirree. But be sure now, don't try to just pick up the controls and go the first time, because you certainly got to get familiar with how that thing operates. But once you learn how to operate it, I don't believe you'll have a bit of trouble getting those strings up there 300 or 400 feet, over.
Roger that, Carl. We'll as we're trying to use the remote controls, we'll have the fingers on one of our hand crossed, so just in case, for good luck. Roger, Roger.
Yeah, you bet. Well, good luck on that project, and sure would like to hear from you after you get a chance to try it out. But I've tried to fly mine a time or two, and I found out quick that I need to go to take some time and learn what each control does from memory, not have to read it while you're trying to do it. Over.
Oh, Roger, I imagine you don't have quite enough time to read how to fly it as you're flying it. Yeah, you do have to kind of know a little bit about what you're doing before you get there. I mean, otherwise you're going to, probably fly it into a tree. So anyway, Carl, good to hear you, man. Like I say, you are the strongest station that I've heard this morning, as always. I don't know, that solid state amp that you built just functions tremendously. So threes to you, Carl. And this is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor, Kilo Victor, Jim, up around Louisville.
Roger, Jim. Thank you very much for calling me. I appreciate it very much. And I always enjoy talking with you, and I'm real interested in your project there, and I sure hope you're the very best of luck in the world. And I believe if you learn how to fly that drone, you won't have a bit of trouble doing that. I think you'll get that antenna up A-OK. In the meantime, take care, and call me again when you hear me. W4RNZ 73, over.
Roger, Carl. I'll let you know how it goes. And like I say, we'll keep our fingers crossed. And you're sounding real good. So threes that away. Have a real good day down in Georgia, and we'll catch you later. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. Oh, Carl, I wanted to mention to you that I have a YouTube page called Jim Fergusson's Radio Story, where I celebrate 50 years of commercial broadcasting. And I have just started a new series called QSO. It's called QSO, and it has to do with obviously amateur radio. And I have posted, we had a conversation a few weeks ago. I have posted that on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and do a call letter search, and I'll give you the call letters again: Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and I'll repeat: Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. If you go to YouTube and crank that in on a search, you'll pull up about 35 segments of QSO, and I call it QSO Vlog, that has to do with amateur radio. And you are in there already, and probably I will post this one as a second entry to that. Roger.
Roger. Well, I don't participate in YouTube any, but a lot of people might find it interesting. In the meantime, I appreciate the information, and thank you, sir, and have a great day. QSL.
Roger, Carl. Yeah, I just wanted you to hear how good you sound up here. You'll be amazed. Threes down that way, Carl. Catch you later. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and we'll be clear.